don't know, because we're going to get ready to start, but I have to record. So I need, on this one, got to go into my camera, and we're going to make chicken Alfredo. And hey, Carl, we're getting ready to make chicken Alfredo. So this is, I'm recording a class, so that's going to be the top priority, but I thought that way you guys can kind of give your suggestions, interact with each other, and we'll see. It says I'm live. Molly says, yes, because I can shut off my screen and sleep. Oh, okay. That'll be about an hour. Maybe less. This hopefully, this might only be half hour. This might be a quicker recipe. 12. Yeah, I might want a half hour or something. Will I play a song for you? Yes, I will play a song for you. They want a song. Do you remember? Okay. Mom, I'm playing the harmonica. You're leaving me? She's like, get out of here. Did you like your song? You didn't expect that, did you? All right. So I'm sorry if you guys don't have the best view from me. One sec, you'll be right back. Okay, at least I know that it works. All right, so I'm going to start recording, guys. If I can figure this out. Video. Make sure my sound is up. That would suck. I did that one. Oops, I'm recording, not yet. I did that before. Did like this really long video. No, I'm not. I guess you can hit record from the side. Why? No, that's weird. I didn't know that. That's kind of nice. How cool. I don't like it though, but that's kind of cool. And hey, Chris, we're getting ready. Oh my goodness. All right, let me see. Butter. I need butter. I knew I needed something. All right, so we got the butter. And the recipe. I need the recipe. Where'd I put the recipe? One sec, guys. I wrote it out. Hold on. Oh, man. Where'd I put it? I'm all ready. I don't know where I put it. Oh, I see it. I think. Yeah. Okay, we are good. We can start. So if you guys have any cooking suggestions, that would be good because I need some new recipes. And Skate says, had to make sure I had enough money to donate $1 and buy the membership when it expires. You are awesome. So guys, Skate is a member and has been such a good support. You guys can join the membership community too by hitting that join button. But thank you for that, Skate. That is awesome. Molly says I'm going to be here, but asleep. Okay, I understand. All right, so we're getting ready to start. Oh my goodness, don't get me in trouble. They like copywriting me. Okay, so I got to get started. I'm going to record. You guys can talk with each other. And Skate, you are awesome. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So if you want to pick a recipe for me to do, I will do, as long as it's not fish or something. But thank you. That was very kind. All right. And I got to get you on the leaderboard too. Do not play. Oh, I don't know it. For one thing, I can't because of copyright, but I'll have to check it out. It's probably inappropriate, isn't it? Hey, David. Oh, crap. Now I'm scared. This crap. I forgot this likes to do an update. And if it doesn't update in the middle of my video, I'm really screwed because it just shuts it off. How do I just do an update now? That would suck. Do you guys know how to do that? Moto family. I don't know how to do it unless it like alerts me to do it. Okay, here we go. We're just updating it. Update now. I don't like that. I don't want to update my phone. 0% complete. I don't know how long that's going to take. Have you guys ever updated? This update will continue if you go back or close. So does it matter? Enjoy smoother graphics. check out. I don't care. It doesn't look like it's doing anything. What happened? It's not appropriate. Thank you. Skate's always got my back. I love it. Okay, so on my phone, I've had like some really cool, whether it's the geese or whatever, I've had some really cool videos that I want to share with you guys. And then I'm recording it and it says, update your phone. And it like deletes or cuts off the video. And I'm like, oh, wait, if it cuts off my cooking video, that would be terrible. But I just went ahead and said, go ahead and update. I didn't want to. All right, I think we're good. If not, because I'm using like cooking, I can't just restart. It's like once a chicken's starting to cook and all that stuff. All right, we're doing chicken Alfredo. I listened to Cupcake, so I can go. That's all I need to know. Skate's listening to it. I'm just teasing. You're Bengali. And we have Rhonda and David. Trolls are awesome. Gotta love them. All right, guys, be appropriate. Man, don't ruin it for me. Come on, I'm a nice... I only have 3 more years to live. I'm old. Don't do this to me. All right, I'm going to get started. Hey, you Wonder Warriors. Welcome to cooking class. Tonight we are making chicken Alfredo, and we're going to do it together. So let's get started. Let's go over, make sure we have our ingredients. So bear with me as I get this all lined up for you guys so you can see what I'm doing. So I've already set aside all the ingredients, but let's go over our list. We have our fettuccine noodles. We'll be boiling those in just a little bit. They're a little bit wider than spaghetti noodles, but if you're making this and you end up liking different noodles or you don't have any fettuccine noodles, you can use spaghetti. You can even use macaroni. This is just the more authentic way to make it. I also like the texture and the size of the fettuccine. All right, so we have our fettuccine. Then we have 2 boneless chicken breasts. I have mine set out. You could make it with boned chicken, but this is how it's traditionally made. That's the one nice thing about learning how to cook is there are things that you can adapt. So you don't always have to go to the store, but we're making it according to the recipe. And as you guys learn more about cooking, we'll talk more about substitutions. Then the next thing you want. Oh, I knew I forgot something. We need our olive oil. All right, so I got my olive oil right here. Sorry, guys. I'm going to have to start over. Dang it. All right, that was too long of a delay. I got to start it over. Too long of a delay. But I can read what you guys are saying. And hello, Midnight. You guys are crazy. Tell me what to say. Don't tell me what to do. I'm going to take a sip of Diet Coke. Start over fresh. All right. You like my glasses? All right. Nah, now it's all fizzy inside. Hey, Wonder Warriors. Welcome back to cooking class. This week we are learning chicken Alfredo. So let's make sure we wash our hands. Go ahead and do that. If you need to stop the video, go ahead and stop it. Make sure your hands are washed. We definitely want to take care of food safety. And then when you come back, we're going to talk about the ingredient list. We always want to make sure we have everything that we need. So we're going to start with our 12 ounces of fettuccine. If you want to substitute later on, we'll do classes on substitutions. This is a traditional way to make chicken Alfredo is with fettuccine noodles, but it's okay if you have spaghetti noodles. You could even do it with macaroni or the spiral corkscrew ones. Then what we're going to want is make sure you have 2 chicken breasts. After that, we're going to want our olive oil. There's different kinds of olive oil. Some are darker, some are lighter. The darker has a little bit more robust flavor. Either is fine. And then what we have is we are going to need our butter. As you get more experience, you'll know that there are 8 sticks and you can just cut, you'll get used to it. So I know where 3 tablespoons are, but we want our butter. And what's nice about butter sticks is if you read it, they mark off how much the tablespoons are, and you can just chop it there, unwrap that part, and it's already pre-measured. The next thing we want is cloves of garlic. I have the minced jar garlic, but we can use fresh if you want the more authentic. It is nice to use the fresh cloves. It's going to take 3 cloves, or it is okay to use minced jarred garlic. And then we need our heavy whipping cream. It should be like this. This is what you make butter out of too. You can sit there and shake it. It takes about 40 minutes to make one of these into butter, but it also makes the chicken Alfredo extra creamy, super delicious. And then we have Parmesan cheese. I got fresh grated. You can use this, or you can use the shaker style. This is a little bit more authentic. But you can use the other. Then I went to get fresh Romano, and they only had the jarred stuff. I had a hard time finding it. This is a Parmesan and Romano blend. The recipe calls for Romano. This is all they had. It is okay to make substitutions. Then we want our chicken broth. You can also use chicken bouillon cubes that kind of dissolve those in water, but I got the chicken broth that's already made for us. And then just a little bit of salt and pepper. So make sure that your hands are washed, and we'll get started. I'm going to go wash mine real quick. All right, so we have our chicken breast. Now what we're going to do is we're going to add on both sides just a nice. Let me lower this so you can see. We're going to do a nice little sprinkling of salt and pepper on it. So just start with a little salt, just kind of shake a little bit on. Then we're going to flip it over. And a little bit more salt. Not too much, but a nice little dusting. And a little bit of pepper. This will help cook it into it. All right, so if you're like me, you want to wash your hands now. So I'm right by the sink. Wash my hands. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take our skillet. This is what I'm using. You can use more of like a frying pan style or this. And we're going to need, I believe, 2 tablespoons. 2 tablespoons of olive oil. We're going to take our time, and we're going to set our burner onto medium heat. We don't want to cook it too hot, and we definitely don't want to cook it too low. So we got that. So it's a good idea to measure. TBS, or a big letter T, stands for tablespoon. Just so you know, there are 3 teaspoons in 1 tablespoon. So instead of measuring out 3, we need 2 tablespoons. So you can either do 6 teaspoons or 2 tablespoons. The recipe is nice and easy when you do the 2 tablespoons. So I'm going to measure, fill it to the top. It's good to do it over the pan so you don't make a mess. We got 1. Do it with me, guys. And then we got 2. So go ahead and put that in your skillet. Make sure your oven is on medium. All right, so you should have your salt and pepper on your chicken. You should have your skillet heating up with the oil. And then we're going to put the chicken breasts down, and we're going to let those cook like 6 to 8 minutes. Flip it over, 6 to 8 minutes on the other side, and then we'll continue on with the recipe. So this is heating up. It's a good idea to have hot pads so you don't burn yourself. And I'm going to start putting the stuff I don't need to the side so it doesn't clutter up my area. Just makes it easier. All right, so take your chicken breasts, and we are just going to lay those into the skillet. I'm gonna let those start to cook. Rinse my hands. All right, so this is Mr. Moo. You're gonna get to know Mr. Moo pretty well during this cooking series. What you do is if you have a timer like this, you want to go past the number that you need and then back and place the little arrow at the area that you need. So we're gonna do about 6 to 8 minutes, and it depends on how thick your chicken breasts are. So I can already hear it starting to cook. We're gonna wait for Mr. Moo, and then we want it browned and golden before we flip it over. So this is for chicken Alfredo. And in a few minutes, I'll let you know when you should start boiling your water. As we are waiting for this to cook, I'm doing it with you so you can kind of time it as well. So right now that you have your chicken in the skillet, go ahead, take the time, fill up a large pot of water. So this is what I have. I have a nice large pot of water. It's filled a little bit more than halfway. And I'm going to put that on my oven or my stove. I have my stove over here. I'll show you guys. There it is. So I'm going to cook the noodles over there. But here you can see it's starting to sizzle. We're cooking it up. I think you guys can hear it. And I would like you guys in the comments to let me know your favorite noodle dish and your favorite meat. Any recipes you would also like me to do. Grabbing some utensils. Got two spatulas. You can use tongs. When you have non-stick, it's a good idea to use plastic instead of metal utensils. You don't want to scrape up your pots and pans. And just kind of let it cook. It's going to take a little bit of time, but we definitely want it cooked through. You don't want to rush it and risk getting sick, because there are times that people do get food poisoning, and that can be quite serious. So we want to take our cooking seriously, take care of our family. And I'd also like to know, who are you guys cooking for tonight? So I am cooking for myself tonight, and this is a really good, I had a friend of mine made this for me, and I fell in love with it. If you like chicken Alfredo, you are going to love it. And then we're going to be doing Swedish meatballs, chicken cacciatore, chicken and broccoli, steak and broccoli. What are the other ones that we're doing? We're doing some exciting ones. And what I want to do in the future is do different cultures. So my family is from the Netherlands, and I want to do a series on Dutch food. There's a lot of excellent French cuisine, and I had some students, I teach English as a second language, and a lot of them were from Africa. I've never really had African food, but they would bring in some dishes that were delicious. I went to China, fell in love with a lot of their food. What was interesting about China is they had, their foods were a lot different depending on which area of the country you went to. So it's starting to cook. Make sure that you guys are safe. Don't get too close to it. You don't want it to splatter. So it's starting to cook. You can move it around a little bit, but don't flip it. Let it get the heat. Let the heat resonate through it. And you're going to start smelling it. It's going to start to smell good. So have you guys ever made anything before? Feel free to let me know. Now, I'm really proud of you guys for doing these classes, because when I was first learning how to cook, all they did was teach us how to take Ritz crackers, put ketchup on it, and sprinkle some Parmesan cheese, and they called that pizza. They also had us cut up chocolate chip cookie dough and bake it, but that's not really learning how to cook. And the more you know how to cook, the more control you have over your diet, your health. So I think it's really important what you guys are doing. Very important life skill. All right, so it is sizzling. Take a look at what you guys are cooking, what I am cooking. Is yours sizzling like that? It's starting to smell good. And Mr. Moo is saying, ooh, almost time to flip. We're not going to rush it. Oh, I was right. Almost time. All right, so we're going to take a peek. Sorry I'm doing this two-handed. I think I want to do one more minute. Let's do one more minute. Hold on, guys. Can't do it two-handed. Or one-handed. There we go. What's this one look like? We're going to go about 1.5 more minutes. And depending on how thick your chicken is, yours might be done. So you definitely want to make sure. And what we're going to do is we're going to test it before we say it's all finished. So we're going to cook it this way. When we flip it over, we're going to test it, make sure it's done. So you can kind of time it. If yours is starting to brown, get a real golden brown, it's probably time to flip it. So you can go ahead and flip it. These are fairly thick, so I'm going to let mine cook just a little bit longer. And these are flip-flopping. These are nice heavy chicken breasts, so my spatulas are not too happy with me. These are tongs. Tongs make cooking easy. You can just flip it. So I'm going to use my tongs, I think. And I think we're about ready to flip. Are you guys ready? We're going to flip out. Here we go, guys. Flip that chicken. All right, so it's cooking back down. As you can see, the salt and pepper stayed on it. I'm going to take Mr. Moo, turn it past the number that I want. You can also use a timer on your refrigerator or cell phone or even an alarm clock. But I got Mr. Moo. He's just too cute not to bring with us. So now that we have this cooking, we have about 8 minutes before we have to remove the chicken. Let's go ahead and turn on our water so we can start boiling the noodles. So right now, I want you to go over to your stove with your big pot of water, turn it on. We're going to let that water start to heat up and come to a boil so we can add our noodles. So turn on your stove for the water. One thing that's good when you're boiling water is to add a little bit of salt. So sprinkle a little bit of salt in there. It brings the boiling temperature down so it can heat up quicker. Also adds a nice flavor to your noodles. So I'm going to sprinkle some salt into my pot of water. Just give it a shake of 5 or 6 times. And it is sizzling. Is it starting to smell good where you guys are? And I'll tell you what, this is a really important life skill to learn. It starts building pride and confidence. Also, you know, as you guys get older, you're going to start cooking for yourselves. You're going to have a little bit more control over the things that you want to eat. And if there's something that you're craving, you're going to know how to make it. So it's also good to try to collect recipes. I've given you guys some printouts. Go ahead and save those. Create a folder. Create your own cookbook. Remind me, but I want to get you guys like a coloring sheet type thing where you can create your own cookbook, where you can decorate it. They have those folders where it's got the clear plastic and you can slip a piece of paper in there and it's see-through. So it'll say You can write your name, and that's your cookbook. Personalize it to you. And that way, when you guys get older, you have your full cookbook of some of your favorite recipes. Good idea to also add in pictures so you can remember what it was like. Maybe inside there, you can have your family write what they thought about it. And sometimes, too, we might want to make adjustments. Nothing wrong with making adjustments. So if you decide you'd like to try this with hamburger or steak instead of chicken, you're welcome to do that. So add on the different variations of things. Some people like to add broccoli to chicken Alfredo. So I'm seeing some compliments, so thank you for that. We got the chicken breast boiling over there. We got my pot of water. We'll be adding the noodles in just a little bit. One thing that's cool about noodles is, for the most part, only takes 10 minutes. And it's pretty consistent. So sometimes it might take a little smidge less, sometimes a little longer. There are times noodles are thicker. But usually if you set your timer for 10 minutes, the noodles are done. And there is something called al dente, which is a little bit firmer in the middle. It's not quite crunchy, but it's a little firmer, a little harder. So some people prefer al dente. I like it cooked all the way through. I'm American, and that's kind of what we grew up on, what we're used to. But there is al dente, which is a little bit firmer noodle. All right, so we have a few more minutes on this. Let's check our water. And I'm going to go over to my stove. And we're going to want to see a couple bubbles forming. So I see a couple bubbles starting to float up. We don't have to bring it to a full boil. The water is hot enough. So we're going to take, this is 16 ounces. The recipe calls for 12 ounces. So you can take, let's see, 12 ounces, 16 ounces. You can take most of this package, but I'll tell you what, it's not that big of a deal. I'm going to add the full amount in. But if you want to follow exactly, if you have a 1 pound, you're going to take away about this much and not add it. Okay? So if you have a large family, go ahead and add all this, and I will tell you how we can stretch the recipe to feed everybody for tonight. So go ahead. If you have a smaller family, go ahead and take this chunk out. You're not going to need those unless you want leftovers. But let's put those into the water. We're going to crack these in half unless these fit into your pot. So we're going to do it in 2 stages. I'll take you over there. Let me unplug. All right, so let's go over there. That's still cooking. Uh-oh, I got a noodle. There we go. Let's see what I do at the stove. All right, so this is starting to boil. And I'm going to take a couple chunks at a time. Just grab on both sides and just crack it. Be careful when you put the noodles into the water that doesn't splash up. This is hot. You take another chunk of noodles, crack it over, put them in. And then just do that till they're all in there. Perfect timing, guys. And I like to give it a little stir. Oops. Just give it a little bit of stir so they're not sticking together. So I will tell you, my stovetop is a little broken, so I put mine off a little bit because it gets too hot. But go ahead and keep yours on your burner. Remember, these burners get really, really hot. I have an electric stove. It takes a long time for that to cool down. All right, so let's check our chicken. We are busy, busy, busy. Let's see what it looks like. All right, I'm going to cut into that. I'm not sure if that's quite done yet. I'll bring you guys down. Let me grab a fork. All right, so we're going to test our chicken. I'm going to take the fattest one, the fattest part. Now this I can tell it's not done. And I'll show you why. You see right here how it's pink right here? I can already tell it's not done. All right, so I cut into it. You can see the white part. I told you guys, mine are really thick. We want that middle part cooked through. So this is what we're going to do since we are online. I'm going to ask you guys to take your chicken, remove it from your pan, but we need to take this off the burner right now. So take it off and set that aside so that doesn't keep cooking. Be careful if you're leaving your stovetop on. We will return this chicken to it. Now what we're going to do is you're going to control your knife. You're going to put it in your hand and put your finger up here to control it. But before we do that, since we're all boiling our noodles together, we need it at 10 minutes. I got the timer set for us. All right, so now we're going to slice our chicken. You use your fork to steady it. And we're just going to slice down in little pieces. And even though it's not cooked, we're going to put it back into the pan to cook each individual piece. Mine is feeling like this is going to turn out nice and tender. So we just have really thin strips. They should just be kind of nice little strips. I'll show you this one. Just a nice strip, not too thick. Go ahead and cut them up so we can cook these through and have this timed perfectly. So you should be cutting your chicken at the same time I am cutting my chicken. Our noodles are boiling. And I just want to make sure, since we're online, that your chicken is completely done. And like I said, everybody, I'm not at your house, so I can't see how thick your chicken is. So I'm doing it this way to make sure that it's cooked all the way through for you guys. All right, now we're going to cut this second piece in nice thin strips. It's kind of hard to get them super thin, but this one's cutting up easier because this one's more done. But nice strips, just like that. All right, we got the second one almost cut through. And I can tell this is going to be nice and juicy and tender. And I'd like to know, how many people are you guys cooking for tonight? Are you excited? Are you nervous? Some other things, sorry, my fan's going on. Sometimes you might want to have a side salad or maybe some garlic bread. All right, so I have this cut. And I do want you guys to go over real quick right now and stir your noodles one time. So do that now. You can come back to your chicken. Let's stir our noodles real quick. Okay, so I'll give you guys a second to return. And then go ahead and place your pan back on your burner. This is kind of like a mini stove. I have it over here so you guys can see, but this is just a stove top. If at any time you guys need to rewind the video, feel free to do it. If you need to stop, if I'm going too fast, go ahead and stop. Also leave it in the comments. Hey, can you slow down? You're going too fast. But it is okay to stop, rewind. I want to make sure you get the step-by-step instructions. So we have our cooked chicken, but it's not quite done. So we're going to put that back into our pan. And this will help it cook all the way through. Definitely don't want any problems with our food health. So why don't we go ahead and cook that? We got about 4 more minutes on our noodles. We are almost ready to get the sauce completed. So if you need to pause to catch up, please do that now. But if you are on track, go ahead and make sure you have your heavy whipping cream, your butter, and then your 2 types of cheeses, your Parmesan and Romano. You're also going to want, we're about to add in the garlic. So as we are cooking our chicken, go ahead and stir it up. Just one time, kind of flip the pink pieces over. Grab your garlic cloves. You're going to want to break it into 3. Like a clove is something that kind of looks like this. So get 3 chunks of garlic. Some of you might have a garlic press. You put that little clove in there and chomp down on it. Or carefully take a knife and chop it up into little tiny pieces. You kind of want it to look like little tiny pieces. See how little those pieces are? Really try to make it nice and small. So as this chicken is cooking, we're going to stir this maybe once a minute. You can sit there and cut up your garlic now. And then just flip the pink pieces over so they finish cooking. Just a few more minutes, guys. I'm getting excited. Starting to get hungry. That piece needs a little more love and attention. So does that piece. So if you guys would prefer to do this without cutting it first, you just cook it longer on each side. So it does vary. But since you guys are new to cooking, I want to make sure that it's cooked through. So that's why we're cutting it this way so we can watch the pink go away. We want our chicken nice and white. This is not like steak where you want any pink in the middle. Poultry, you do not do that. You do not want some rare or medium well. You want it cooked all the way through. There's a disease called salmonella, and we definitely want to avoid getting salmonella. If it's in our chicken, it kills it. So it makes it healthy and we're still able to eat it. Doesn't happen all the time, but if we get a bad batch, you definitely want to make sure any germs are cooked away. Mine's looking like it's almost ready. What about you guys? I'm going to go ahead and let this cook for just a few more minutes. I want to make sure it's cooked all the way through. And sometimes too it varies because your medium on your stovetop might be a little different temperature than mine. So I'm going to clean up as we go. I spilled a little bit. All right. A few more seconds and we're getting ready to do our sauce. I think I need about 2 more minutes. Mr. Moo is about to go off. And then we can drain our noodles. You guys, perfect timing. You guys see that? I'm pretty good knowing when he's about to go off. All right, so we're going to leave this here. We're going to go over and strain our noodles. We are going to You take a colander. I'm going to use a plastic one. The plastic one doesn't heat up. I'm going to put this in the sink and put the noodles into this to drain. So your noodles will be really hot. Right now, if you are still little or the pan is a little too hot, please ask mom or dad to help you. We want to make sure nobody gets hurt. And if you need to ask, there's nothing wrong with asking. Safety first. All right. So you're still the one cooking. If you need help with somebody, definitely use hot pads. You're gonna use both hands, be extra safe. Put this into the colander to strain it. There we go. We got our noodles all strained. You can let the extra drip off. Definitely do not leave your stove on. Make sure you turn your stove on. Do that now, please. All right, so our chicken should be done. Let's double check. Looks good to me. If yours is not done yet, feel free to pause the video and you can continue on once yours is cooked. But make sure all the pink is gone. That's how we know that this is cooked. All right, so when you guys are done, when your chicken is cooked through, we're going to put it on our plate. I'm going to scoop this out. Just put it on my plate. We're going to set that aside for right now because we want to use the same skillet. It's looking nice and tender. This turned out good, guys. Make sure you don't splash yourself because it's hot. Get the little pieces out too. There might be a little bit of juice left. That is okay. We're going to use that juice. All right. Let me do it this way. This will be safer. So I have a little bit of juice left. I'm going to keep it in there because that is so full of flavor. All right, I'm going to set this aside. And now we want to add our butter. Let me show you guys. So on your sticks of butter, if you guys are from a different country, let me know if you need it adjusted. But you can see how it's 1 tablespoon, 2 tablespoons, 3. You can slice, and this will be 3 tablespoons. And then the next time you use it, you go 1, 2, and that would be 2 tablespoons. So each section. So I kind of know this by heart, so I know where to cut. But go ahead and cut or measure 3 tablespoons. So if you need to do it this way, butter is better than margarine because margarine has a lot of water in it. So like if you use country crock, things like that, we can go ahead and use it for today, but it kind of changes because of the water content. Margarine also is a little more difficult for making cookies. There are different percents of margarine to water based on your margarine brand. Fleischmann is usually a higher oil content, which will make better cookies or better Alfredo. But I like to use butter itself because it's the perfect mix of what you need. All right, so we are going to cut or measure 3 tablespoons of butter. We're going to go ahead and put that in there. I'm going to let that melt down. And we also want to add in our garlic. So like I said, I'm going to use this. You got your 3 cloves, or I'm going to use about 1 teaspoon. Some people like a lot of garlic. I'm just going to use a little bit, maybe 1.5. Let's do 1.5. So I'm just filling it about half full, or I have nice ones that say the 1 over the 2 means half.
of the little ones. So 1.5 teaspoons, not 1.5 tablespoons. That would be way too much, in my opinion. All right, so that's melting down. Stir that a little bit. Ooh, you start to smell that garlic. It is smelling delicious. Now we need our cream. So go ahead and get your heavy cream. I gotta open this up. You guys probably do too. This one has a little pull tab. So you just put your finger in there and just kind of twist it to open it. Make sure you throw that out. Oops, I dropped it. I'll be picking that up in a minute. So for our heavy cream, 1.5 cups. So it should say 1 cup. 1 cup. You want to fill it to the top. We have 1. And then you can either fill this one half full, or if you're new to measuring, go ahead and get the one that says 1/2 cup. And that way you don't mess it up. 1.5. Now there is a little bit left. If you ended up using your whole thing of noodles, we can go ahead and add a little bit more of this. So if you only did the 12 for a smaller family, if you did the larger family, we're going to add the other 1/2 cup and 1 more stick of butter if you have the larger family and 16 ounces of noodles. So go ahead and 1 more tablespoon of butter if you did the larger recipe. There's just a little bit left. If you want to add it, you can add it, or maybe mom or dad wants to have it in their coffee. Okay, then the next thing, let's go ahead and stir it, get that butter still melting. Now for the delicious part. Take your Parmesan cheese, and we want to measure out 1 cup. So if you have your shaker cheese in that big bottle, that's okay. You can use that, or this kind, but we're going to put in 1 cup. If you have the larger family size, go ahead and add about 1/2 cup more. So 1 cup if you did the 12 ounces. If you did the full pack, do a little bit more, a little 1/2 cup. If you ran out of cheese, that's okay. And then we need a 1/2 cup of the Romano. Remember I said I could only find a Romano Parmesan mix? Oh, guys. There we go. You need a grown-up to help you open the jars, go ahead and ask. But we need 1/2 cup. So I don't want to mess it up. I'm not going to use the big one. I'm going to use the one that says 1/2 cup. Oops. And then just put that in there. And since I did the larger family, I'm going to add another 1/2 of this. Oops. Which would be 1/2 of the 1/2 is a 1/4 cup. And it'll be 1/4. Oh, that's 1/3. 1/4. So these are real nice that they say what they are. So if you want 1/2 of the 1/2, that's 1/4. All right, so we're cooking this up. Go ahead and stir it. It's looking good, guys. Ooh, nice and creamy. So to give it extra flavor, you should have your chicken broth. And it's not wanting to open. Come on. Ow. Hold on, guys. Doesn't want to open for me. Let me see if this will help me. Why can't I open it? See, even grown-ups have problems sometimes. Hold on. Let me grab a different one. These don't want to open. Why don't they want to open? Easy to open cap, no pull tab. Unscrew cap, breaks inner foils. There we go. Okay, this one's working. That one's really difficult. All right, so now we need half cup. So we're gonna look for our 1/2. 1/2. This one has cheese in it. Not a big deal. We want that to go in there. So don't worry about it, or you can clean it out. Half a cup. If you have the large family, do just a little bit more, maybe another half. See how I didn't fill it all the way? That's for the larger family. Close this up so we don't spill it. And because I started trying to open this, I'm going to have to use this up. I don't know if it cracked open, and I don't want to put this back in my cabinet in case it spoils. So I'll have somebody help me open this, and maybe I'll make a soup tomorrow. We never want to risk getting sick. All right, so this is starting to get nice and creamy. Your cheese is starting to melt. Look at that, guys. Nice and creamy. We're going to cook this until it simmers, which is just kind of like a little bubbly. So I'm going to close this up. Wipe this up. And it's good to clean as you go. So as you guys are cleaning and cooking, like when the chicken was simmering and cooking, you could have put some stuff away. That way it's not a big thing to cook at the end. So here we have our sauce. Stir it up. Should look like this. Nice and cheesy. We want it to simmer. And we are almost done. So I am going to get a plate so I can put it together and show you the best way to serve this. And we want this to simmer down for, let's do about 2 more minutes. 2 more minutes, guys. Let me raise you up a little bit. So I don't know if you guys got the parsley. The fun thing about parsley makes it look pretty as a nice bright color of green. You don't have to add parsley if you didn't buy it. It's just a little piece or two that you garnish. Garnish means to decorate. So I do have this kind of parsley. You can sprinkle it on top so it's a little bit more colorful, but people like to put a little piece of parsley because as you eat it afterwards, like you'll eat your meal and then eat that parsley. It's supposed to freshen your breath. But the main part is it's just decoration. So if you don't add it, that's okay. But if you have company or a special event, it's nice to add the garnishes. All right, so we got that simmering. Now, the exciting part, guys. Take your chicken and we're going to slowly add it back in. Make sure you don't splash. Take your time with it. Put that back in. And I can still see the salt and pepper on it. And just coat it. Now I'm going to take my plate. I'm going to let this cook for just a minute. Let that simmer. And
grab a serving of noodles. So you should have your noodles. If you have side dishes, you want to put this off to one side. And that way you can add maybe some vegetables or your garlic toast. If this is all you're having, just go ahead and put it more in the center. And let me grab a nice spoon to get this out. This type of spoon is called a ladle. A lot of times they'll use that for soup. This is called a ladle. A ladle is going to make it easier to scoop up. So you take a little bit of chicken in there and kind of spread it over. So I got a good amount of chicken on here, so I'm just going to get a little bit of the juice and pour that over. And guys, you just made chicken Alfredo. What do you think? I can't wait to see images. Feel free to upload those into the classroom. Enjoy your dinner. Bon appetit. All right, thanks, guys. Oh, I forgot to tell him to turn off the stove. Forgot to tell him to turn off the stove. I wish I told him to turn off the stove. I need to write that at the end. Dang it. Because I'm teaching kids. All right, turn off stove. And guys, I just made all this and I am not hungry. All right, I'm going to have to, dang it. Ugh. That's very important. I need to tell him that. So what'd you think? Who's still here? Do I have any diehards? All right. I got it. This is going to sound so stupid. I'm taking this phone. I got a copyright thing. Let me just take this over here and log in. One sec, guys. I'll tell you why in one sec. One sec, guys. I hate having to do this. Okay, I'm back, guys. Thank you for that. Because what happens is I got a copyright strike. When I loaded up TT, I think they do it on purpose. And then they can claim my money. It's hot in here. But I got a copyright strike, and I don't know if it's because when I log in, ow, my foot's, when I log in, ouch, my foot's slipping all over. Let me turn the spotlight on so you guys can see me better. There we go. I am back. Okay, so when I log in, it automatically has like a playing video, and FB will pick up on that. System isn't responding. What? What's a UI? Johnny is here. You dropped your Doritos. Oh my goodness. Man, I don't want to close the app. System UI. I don't know what that means. It looks like people are joining in. Hey, Kate. Kate is here. You missed my pumpkin pie? I'll have to make that again. Dang it. I'm doing good, Johnny. I can't tell. System UI isn't responding. I don't know what that means. I don't want to relog in because I purposely went way back there. Can you hear me okay, Johnny? You like my pumpkin pie or the pumpkin smashing? Thank you. Dang it. Ugh. Ooh. Hold on. Means reboot. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. I'm going to have to log out. Dang it. I don't know. So now you guys are so silly. All right, so let me reboot. Sorry about that. So is Skate or Ryder or Meg? Hello. Sorry, guys. I know who's still here? Who is still here? And Ryder is here. So thank you for that. I got to go back there so I don't get a copyright strike. It's so stupid. Because there's no way to mute it because it just instantly plays. I don't know. But like I said, when I was recording it, I wonder if no, I forgot to tell him to turn off the stove. I'm feeling better. My stomach's still not perfect. It's kind of upset right now. Cooking food doesn't help. And as you notice, I'm not eating it. I should taste test it. But don't try this. Oh, hold on. Oh, resume. Oh. That was easy. I don't have to leave. My stomach's still upset, but I was able to go out into the lake and enjoy the day. Ah! Stop. No. Dang it. Don't do this to me. I got to talk over it. What is going on? Resume. Sorry I get like that. Okay. Because they automatically play stuff. It's good. Dixie's like, what's going on? All right. I'm doing good. Does it look better? I rebooted. Cool. But yeah, my stomach's upset still. Didn't anybody else get sick? I live in Michigan. And they had a lot of states. What was it? 14, I think up to 17, if not more, states were affected. I think maybe my coleslaw. Come here, honey. Up. Come on, good pup. Dixie. All right. I think maybe the coleslaw, because they said like bagged produce. I also had like some fresh carrots and dip, but so we're not going to get political. Ryder says stomach pains are one of my least favorite pains, so I know how annoying they can be. I hope you start to feel a lot better soon. Thank you. I appreciate that. I feel like I got to sneeze. Oh. That was like a painful, almost had to sneeze. Like real painful. So we got candy in the house, don't we? Got candy in the house. Crypt keeper. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I figured. Yeah, I figured it was something, but that autocorrect can get you in trouble. That's for sure. I've had some. Yeah, I've told you too how I said I was kind of in a tiff with the guy I was dating. I'm like, it's okay, and it autocorrected to "it's on." You know, like it's on. And he's like, oh, is it? And I'm like I was trying to like soften things and autocorrect escalated it. It's on. Yeah, his reaction was not good. It's crazy. I think we do. The questions, my stomach hurts. Oh, I know. Exactly. Yeah, now my stomach's really upset. Daryl, look at that love. Part of it is, having to do that. But I think it's the food smells that are making my stomach upset. But other than that, I'm doing okay. It's not as bad as it could be. Some people are real sick. Some people even need to get hospitalized with it. I think I'm past the bad part. Just kind of sensitive right now. But another side effect is being tired. And I've been extremely tired. I'm always tired, but super tired. But what'd you guys do today? I'd like to know what you guys did. Is Debbie here? Did Debbie log in? And Chris, I can't tell if you went to bed. Somebody's still here, but sleep well. And I had my cousin join in, and Candy was here. You almost had to go to the hospital. What was wrong? And we got, is it Leah? Is that how I say it? Leah Rose? I think that's what the accent aigu is for. Daryl is here. Yes, definitely don't spam or be a in particular person. Thank you for that, Ryder. Oh, I know. It's so easy. So, dang it, I wish I had that in the video to turn off the stove. For what? You were on antibiotics and prednisone for what? What kind of antibiotics did they give you? Snapshot. Think it was bad pneumonia. What kind of antibiotics did they give you? Amoxicillin? Do you know if it was viral or bacterial? There's actually 2 types of pneumonia. And it's the, let me remember how it goes. The bacterial is worse than the viral, if I remember correctly. And you would think it's the other way around because antibiotics can treat bacteria. We have a hard time killing viruses. But bacterial pneumonia is worse than viral pneumonia. And it wasn't helping for, well, thank you, Megan. What is that? What am I eating? I appreciate that. I have to say for entertainment purposes only. Even though I'm right. Thank you for that gift. I appreciate that. It's a red card. Okay, I couldn't tell. Is that candy? It's right lined up with my face. A red card, welcome. Oh, it means you're welcome. Thank you so much. That was sweet. And you're subscribed. I love it. You guys brighten my day with the donations and the gifts. You guys make it all worth it. So thank you for that. So what am I doing? I am trying to cool off after cooking. So I know I need to clean that food up pretty soon. Discussing the link between food and stomach problems. Is that what we're talking about? Oh, I know. Yeah. Clarence is here. Daryl is here. So thank you guys for being patient while I did my cooking class. I'll have to upload that. So who did I cook for? This was for, I have a cooking club. So I'll be cooking live tomorrow. Let me know if you want me to do it live with you guys. I can't interact. Well, I'll have the kids. I can't do it. I'll have them talking. I got to figure out how I want to do it. I need to be able to see them. When you have 2 different items, like devices, it can echo. So I was hoping to have one set up for the food and the other like on me where I can read their messages or questions. So I got to figure out the logistics. By tomorrow. It's 5 o'clock Eastern Standard Time tomorrow. Oh, we did, Ryder. And Daryl is here. Crimson Prince. Oh my goodness. What do you think? So what's been going on with you, Ashley? Doing the Humpty dance with Humpty Hump? Those were the days. What a question, though. Like, well, thank you. I appreciate that. So, what do you mean? What time? What time is the class tomorrow? It's where the kids sign up for it. But if you guys have children that would like to sign up, I do like mental, like life skills, and I want to add on financial literacy. I have classes on, choosing a career or different animals. I have cooking and sewing classes, debating on, I have a American Sign Language flex class where they do it self-paced. So I'm adding on, I just added on 2 more self-paced classes. So also like to do improv. Who is that? I see you. Hello. They popped in. They got scared. You gonna watch them? I hope so. How about law? I do used to teach criminal law, CJ 302. So yes, I do have some criminal justice classes for the kids. I might have to join your cooking class. I can learn to cook more things for college. What's funny is I was going to make the bread in a bag, but I had somebody coming out to look at my roof. And as I'm going to make this recipe, I was trying to decide which bread in a bag recipe I thought sounded the best. They showed up at my door. I almost made bread in a bag. A legal review of rights. That's kind of hard to do because I am saludos desde Colombia. Good to have you. Hola, ¿cómo estás? But, when you get into legal things, that can vary by state, jurisdiction, government. So I'm going to go be in your chat tomorrow. Sounds good, Megan. And buffalo cheese. I don't even know what buffalo cheese is. I know, Ryder. What's your decision, Ashley? Oh, names? But yeah, sign up. Sign up. OMG, hablas español, gracias a Dios. Dios míos. Bueno. ¿Qué hora es en Colombia? Son las 1:35 aquí en los Estados Unidos. Have a good night. Good luck with your stream. Thank you so much, Crimson, and I appreciate the compliments. From 1983. They look that new. I think they're from 1982. Son las 12:35 de la medianoche. Yeah. The middle of the night. ¿Crees que es muy difícil hablar español? No creo. Es, how do you say it? No difícil. Es fácil. You just have to learn it. Estudio más que creo es necesito leo los libros muchos más. Es fácil que no estudio mucho. So it's difícil. No estudio, difícil. Estudio, fácil. OMG, eres hermosa de verdad. Eres muy tierna. Gracias. Cynthia. Okay. So Leo, we're doing that. We're doing that again. Jeez. Thank you, Ryder. You see it coming. You see it coming. Oh, thank you, JD. That was so sweet. Look at those roses. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you guys. When you donate, it makes me happy. Hello, Verity. Mi nombre es Juan David. Oh, just saying. Juan David. Mucho gusto, Juan David. David. Juan David. David, David. David uno. David dos. David or David. One or two. Sí, David. See, David? Thank you for liking the live. Wow, thank you. Message held for review. So, what's the fast way to conceive? Be healthy. Have you been trying? There are different techniques and stuff. Los dos, David, Juan David in Latin America. Several names are used in one. Bueno. Yo, Cynthia Michelle. Dos nombres. Cynthia mucho. Cynthia Michelle. Cuando una chica es mal, mi madre, Cynthia Michelle. But en todos, Cynthia. For example, a girl can be named Maria Jose or Maria. Oh, okay. Yeah. So, Jose familial nombre de papá. Like Maria Isabella Jose. See? Maria Jose, Maria Isabella Jose. Dennis, hello. Host discusses teaching life skills and planning a cooking class. I like it when they tell me what I'm doing. They'll tell me what I'm doing. And thank you for the compliment. Hello. How are you? I'm doing okay. No sé, ha. Maria Jose is a girl's name. Or as for that. Es the same mismo en los Estados Unidos. Jose por un hermano. Jose. Josie por hermana or mujer. Comprende? So Michael, Michelle. So Josie in American, Josie is a girl's name, but Jose is for a girl too. Interesting. Sick and craving chocolate milkshakes. Oh my goodness. That means you're having girls. Just so you know. I'm trying not to freak out right now. Why? Because why are you trying not to freak out? And I think there's candy in the house. Somebody bless me in my sleep. But how old are you and why are you so young and beautiful? Es perfecto. No sé. I know. I want to learn to speak Spanish better. I like Spanish. Duolingo is good. I enjoy it. Spanish to me is the easiest language out of all the languages that I've studied. Because every letter you say, they have like rules to it. I like Spanish. I do like Spanish. Tienes muy bonita sonrisa. Gracias. Gracias. And hello to you. So at 12 weeks, usually it shouldn't be that big. The baby is only about that big right now. Duolingo 2. Do they have a second one? How much weight have you gained, Ashley? Yeah, I found it is definitely easier than French. I agree. French is a lot more difficult because a lot of the letters you don't say or sound out. ¿Qué sabes de Colombia? Mi amigo. Yo tengo 3 o 4 amigos de Colombia. En mi escuela, mi coworkers were from Colombia. Jesus is king. Amen. Ryder says, yeah, I have found it definitely easier than French. Most definitely. French was difficult. Hello, Midnight Sausage. As an Englishman, I often, oh my goodness. Well, I'm a blonde, so you know I got rust in my hair. Ryder says my dad is Canadian and he has family in Quebec. They taught me some French as a kid. The R pronunciation was always so hard for me. In French, they don't. I'm trying to remember a word. What word? Type out a word in French that has an R. Like the R in Spanish, the rolling R. Really? In French or in Spanish? Like rojo. Oh, okay. Merci. 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 Okay, I get it. Yeah, I can do it. Merci. Bertrand. Bertrand Bourgeois. I have been finding out that sign language is easy to do. Sign language is cool because if you know French, 70% of American Sign Language comes from French words. So if you know French, it's way easier to learn American Sign Language. Ryder says, yeah, that was always hard for me because I don't want it to sound like I'm not saying anything. Merci. Merci. Yeah. Merci. What have you learned in sign language, Ashley? Yes, good question. Have you done American Sign Language or signed English? Big boy, hello, good evening. Do I speak English? I'll let you decide if I speak English. How's that? Do I speak English? You tell me. Nope. And I kind of don't want to. I don't know. I have not tried it though. I think we're going to taste test. Thank you, Keith. We're going to take one bite. Let's go do this, guys. I have to make sure. I probably shouldn't have adjusted that recipe on the spot. All right, we're going to taste test it. Oh, my foot is messed up. All right, let's see. I wasn't hungry, but now I need to know if it's good. Dang it, why didn't I add that to tell them to turn off the stove? Ugh, I don't want to have to completely redo a whole video. All right, we're going to taste test it. So here it is. Got a chicken Alfredo. I hope it turned out good. Let's see. Please be good. This is good, but I'm going to add, you guys can watch what I'm doing. You can come with me. You see? A little salty. All right, so my noodles are starting to dry out because I left them out too long. So good. This actually turned out good. I think they'll be happy with it. It is a little salty. That's my fault. I added too much salt. But that's good to know. And I'm going to add some more chicken broth. Let that sit in here. Just reconstitute it. It turned out pretty good, guys. The only reason I added that much extra soup into it is to re-moisten these noodles. Dang it. I should have done that right away. I'll let that soak in there. I'm going to cover it up this way. Let's go finish eating. Then I got to clean up and go to bed. What did you guys have for dinner? Thank you. Everything at last one's. I'm sure you're a great cook. Thank you. I appreciate that. I try. So it turned out good. Can you have some money? Yep, you can go get a job and they'll give it to you. This is good. So in the next 2 days, I will 8, 16. Oh, it's still doing that update. Please restart now. I want to restart now. I'll restart it later. I will be making 24 servings of chicken Alfredo. 24 servings for myself. I think I'm going to freeze some, bring it to my mom, eat some. I'm also on a diet. This is not what I should be eating. This turned out good, though. You have a job, but you still... Why do you need some of my money? I'm the girl. Ryder, tell him. I'm the girl. It was a joke. Okay. It keeps doing... Please restart now. It wants me to restart. Jeez. I'm the girl. The girl. I love it. Best answer yet. I got later. Just let me do it later. Keeps telling me to restart. I might have to. Making a chicken Alfredo and tasting the results. So that's a good idea though, Ryder, because some of my kids will be going off to college. I should make some dorm type of recipes. I look loaded. I got that house money. So funny. Some people think it's a trailer. Some people say I look loaded. Where are you from? That would be so helpful. What kind of... All right, TT, it's making me restart. Dang it. That's why I didn't want to do the update. Do you have like a fridge that you can use, or if not, we can do this thing right here. That burner is really nice. Do you have a crock pot? Crock pots are really nice. You can get those at resale shops a lot too. So like $5-10 you can get a crock pot. I have a fridge and a stove. I live in an apartment essentially. Okay, so you have everything you need. You have an oven too? Well, yeah, you probably do if you made the bread. But yeah, we can do that. We can get a whole meal plan. Oh. Okay, guys, it's making me restart. I gotta reboot my phone. I'm sorry. Restart. I'll be right back on this one. Last time it let me. See, it makes me nervous. That I get another copyright strike because. See, like on that makes me nervous too. Am I going to get flagged for that too? As a copyright because I don't own the rights to that music. Can't restart now. You got to be careful. If somebody drove by with a car with a music playing, I could get a copyright thing for that. Oh, it's fancy though. Oh, you can't see it. Can you see it? It's a lot fancier. I do like that better. Maybe that was worth the update. It's turned out really good. What they call it, heart attack on a plate, guys. I'm going to have 24 servings of this. That was really good though. Yeah. Well, people are even asking, like, did you say something? Like, they're trying to copyright words. You know what I mean? Like, you can't even. Sometimes just one word. It's like, come on. Or encouraging someone, just do it. Not that's Nikes. The thing about this Alfredo is it's addictive. This turned out good. Wasn't going to eat all this, but no dog defender, not yet. Oh, dog defender! That's not dog defender. Is that dog defender? Dog defender. I just got done cooking. I just cooked this. But I forgot to tell the kids to turn off the stove. That's making me nervous. Dang it. Oh, I forgot. So, Doc, I just did this hour-long video where he made chicken Alfredo. It turned out really good. I have to make it again tomorrow. I have to make it again on Tuesday. But I did the video because I'm doing a self-paste as well. So for the self-paste, but I forgot to tell him turn off the burner or remove the pan. And it's like eating at me. The video turned out really good. I got to see. I can put a little note, make sure at the end you turn off the stove or remove your pan, but I don't know. That bothers me. And I don't know how to edit in, like, don't forget to turn off your stove. Maybe I have to figure out how to, I don't know. I don't want to edit it. Oh my God. I don't know how to edit it. Maybe at the end I could type, turn off your stove. What would you suggest? But chicken Alfredo. Chicken Alfredo. Mm-hmm. It turned out really good. I didn't want to eat this much. Now I just want to eat it. You want to try it, Dixie? Think Dixie wants to try it? So did anybody else get sick with the that food thing? That's making me nervous. that I didn't tell them. So it's like on my mind. But yeah, I made the, you see it? Chicken Alfredo. Super good. Got the Diet Coke. But Doc, how have you been? Good to have you here. We got Dixie. Dixie went swimming with us. Let me go back and sit down. I feel full. Okay. I just scrolled. So I don't get political. But thank you, Robert. I'm doing good. So you would like it, dog. It turned out good. Good idea. Put all directions at the beginning. I know, but I went step by step with them. And it turned out really good, I thought. But then the pan was still on the burner. And I got the noodles, and I said, this is how you put it together. I didn't have them remove it from the burner or told them to turn it off. And it's right at the end. And that's making me nervous. I know, Ryder. I just got rid of 2 people. So I still have a broken leg. I'm not tap dancing. Hey, filet. Autocorrect. Dilpreet. Dilpreet. Completely different. It's me. Okay. I trust you. But yeah, I cooked that myself. I bought the ingredients. Does that count? Now I feel full. Ugh. We just don't talk about politics. Yes. You need to speak with that is true. Yep. Talk with your homies. Yeah, definitely pray for the world. I know it's kind of scary what's going on. There's some heat going on. So hopefully things don't escalate too much, you know. Definitely. And yeah, we do definitely pray for everyone. Because that's our purpose. We should be here for everybody. We should all get along. The reasons, you know, having all these wars and everything is so sad. It is so sad. Right? Writer says some prophecies being fulfilled in front of our faces. Though, which it's cool, but like I know it'll be okay, but you know, to me it's scary too because there's suffering that goes along with it. You know, it's not that I'm afraid of dying or what's on the other side, but I just don't want so much pain. And some people go through a lot of pain, you know. What are you asking me to do? Later. Not. I just did an update on this phone. I have a broken leg. I'm not putting on tap shoes right now. Got a broken leg. Not doing it. Don't put on tap shoes with a broken leg. So yes, dinner is done and eaten. I had my dinner by 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning. What time is it? Ryder says, I'm more afraid for others. It's become a common trend nowadays for so many people, especially my age, to wear crosses and claim to be Christian, but live a life that is just awful. Christ talks about. We had the Madonna age when I was growing up, where a lot of people wore crosses. She wore a cross, but they weren't living the Christian life. It's kind of like blasphemous to, you know, I don't know. I feel if you're going to wear a cross, you know, definitely wear it proudly, but represent it, you know, don't go doing some bad things while you're wearing a cross. Dog says, this is a strange request. Fake it till you make it. Who knows their heart? Oh, the strange request about the tap shoes. Yeah, I don't know. Mike says, Cynthia, I'm not going to put on my tap shoes. Remember I told you. Thank you, Dog Defender. Dog Defender is our moderator. What she says goes. She's got my back more than I do, so I trust her with my life, and I mean that too. She's helped me so much. So please be respectful. What she says goes. If she gives you a warning, she will kick you out if you don't follow the rules. So, I know. But, and motivation, we don't get political here. There's so many other things we can talk about. Look at that. I love you, dog. I'm trying to get Dog to move in with me. That's how much I love her. I told her, come over. She's got dogs to save. She's awesome with animals. Motivation, none your business. Nunya. I remember that, Nunya. Ryder says, let's talk about Jesus Christ. That's all who matters in reality. Amen to that. And you guys matter too, though. You matter because you're a child of God, you know. But as far as who we worship, definitely, you know, the Trinity, God is there for us. Jesus Christ who died for us. So amen to that. I love your heart, Ryder. Brush up. All right, so Ash, I'm going to let you go. That's not how social media works. You can have your own channel. Amen. He will reign as King of all kings. What was rude? You're going to come on over. Come on over. And Pat says, well, I was good looking in the past, maybe not so much now. I wonder, were you even good looking in the past? Oh. Ryder says, yeah, agreed, Cynthia. Those that love God love their neighbors. It's the beauty of charity. Something Paul learned very well and has some of the greatest teachings about. There are definitely some good teachings. I see dog taking care of business. Made in his likeness. Yes. Yes. And that's the thing, you know. That's why we're all beautiful. In our, you know, we all have different aspects, but made in his image. And 1/3 of the angels fell. So there's a lot of like demonic kind of energy. I don't know. I've been going down a lot of rabbit holes. There's stuff I'm still trying to understand. There's so much out there, different opinions, but there's definitely evil in the world. And I know we just had a 10-hour standoff here, not that far. Couple bang bangs and, I don't even know what I can say. Somebody heard a woman screaming off in the woods, and luckily they called, but somebody was trying to take care of her in a violent way. And luckily the police came, but she had to be hospitalized. There's just so much violence, and it seems to be more violent, which is what's scary. It's not people just fighting like hand to fist. Who's the goat? Dog Defender's the goat. Greatest of all times. Unless you're talking about Jesus. Bible says a lot about Nephilims. It does. It does. Writer says there's a lot of people out there trying to turn us astray, but Jesus Christ overpowers all of that. I love the quote by David in the Old Testament where he's talking about Goliath. And he says, you come against me with the sword and spear and javelin, but I come against you in the name of the Lord Almighty. 1 Samuel 17:45. Oh, the rock hit the giant right in the head. The rock hit the giant and knocked him dead. Not with a spear or something or a sword, but only with the word of the Lord. I can't remember the whole song. Do you remember that song? Christ is King. And thank you, Mike. I know someone here with the name with goat. Oh, well, GOAT stands for greatest of all time, but I don't know. Greetings from Germany. Das gut. Hello, beer. I don't know very much German, but good to have you here. The Lord will fight our battles if we let him. And God helps those that help themselves too. So sometimes we do have to take initiative. So I don't know, dog, who that is. But we have to have faith and like obey, and thank you. I appreciate that. And is it Darren? Is that how you say it? Thank you. Thank you. Anthony, not sure. Good day. And thank you for the compliments. Am I falling behind? England won for what? The soccer? The World Cup? So yes, definitely congratulations to England. Woohoo, Kendra! I even have a mod. Dog Defender takes care of business. Yes, so we're kind of cleaning it up. She's been a great support. So we just got done making chicken Alfredo. I forgot to tell the kids to turn off the stovetop, so that's eating at me. I got to figure out, have you guys ever used TT to edit? Maybe there's an easy way to. That's really bothering me. I think pride might be the most common sin nowadays. Yeah, and I think that's a lot of that narcissism stuff, people's egos. People wanting their way to be the right way. We got to think, if we all follow God's way as the right way, everything falls into place. Procreation happens the way it's meant to. Like right now, what are they doing? They're offering $1,000 or something per year for every child. We're starting not to have enough children, but to take care of our elders. And it can actually like implode a society. So things have been disrupted. And, everybody can do what they want to do. But if everybody followed God's way, a lot of our problems worldwide would be gone. And I truly believe that. But good to have you here, Kendra. Questionable, dog. I'm not sure, Mike. Yeah. Or just read what? Where's Skate? Who's Diana Diamond? That's not a porn star, is it? My dog's snoring. Do you want to hear Dixie snore? So you're Hindu, but I read the Bible as much as I can, along with the Torah and the Quran and the Book of Enoch. Oh my goodness. So can I ask, is that you're still searching for the religion you want to settle in, or is there a purpose between reading the different religions' Bibles? I know my dad read all of them, all the different, well, there's so many religions, but the main ones. And he settled on Christianity. He was a truth seeker for sure. Kendra says, and it's not Ryder, but I trust Ryder with my life. So, aw. Yeah, Ryder would have your back, that's for sure. Ryder's a good soul. Ryder is good people. Amen to that, dog. We got some good people in here. And that's what I love about you guys. And, oh, look at the love. Ryder's getting some love. Kendra says narcissism has actually become a sought-after trait. Yes. Yes. And they're teaching it, too, is what I feel. As self-love is getting to the point of self-centeredness a lot of times, because people, not everybody, of course, but I think that they're compensating on the upswing to the extreme. Does that make sense? Probably why you... Kevin. Is Kevin being sarcastic or nice? Ryder says exactly, Kendra. Most people at the top of the top nowadays are narcissists. It's a sad reality. Part of it too, though, is that's how they get there. Kind of like if you're people pleasers, you're going to be a servant. I need you to do this. Go do that. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. As opposed to, no, you do that. I'm working on this and climbing the ladder. It's survival of the fittest, And this is how it works. Like, like the people pleaser. You got to be careful not to overdo it. So let's say Ryder's here. There's some big world famine, and I'm like, no, you can have that. You can have it. He's getting all the food. I'm showing him empathy. I know he's starving. I know he needs to eat. So I'm giving him food and giving him food. And then eventually I just wither away and no longer exist. And that's what happens to us, like in relationships. That's what happens. So he would be all built up. His strength is getting better. He survives. He moves on. He, explores things. And depending on him, not necessarily this Ryder, but he could feel entitled. Like, what? You always give me the food. There could be that hierarchy, or we can only give so much. We got to keep a balance, Hi, Robbie. You love theology. Oh, she's an author with a PhD? Oh, well then, sorry. Maybe that was a compliment. Maybe I am her. What kind of books, though? So good to have you guys here. Feel free to join in. Read World Religions. The title World Religions. We have so much candy coming in, I know. Kendra says, I'm Christian and I recommend Enoch and the other apocryphal writ. What do you guys feel about Enoch? I know Catholics read that. It's not in the Bible, though. Robbie, everything, just random conversation. So feel free to join in for the moment. Writings. Thank you, Kendra. Gospel of Thomas. What do you like about Thomas? Ryder, if you see something before me, let me know. You are younger and faster. Is it biased to say you drive a Dodge? Kendra, why would it be biased to say you drive a Dodge? What do you mean? Eat it. Guess what? Chicken butt. Dog says chat and then questions. How about just watch and see? That's usually what happens in these chats. Yeah, you got to just join in, get the vibe, and feel free to join in. I'm interested in theology and Western philosophy along with Eastern philosophy and reading mathematical models. There's some interesting stuff to mathematics, proving the existence of a higher energy. It's dog, not Dodge. Now I understand. So they're seeing Dodge Fender is what they're seeing. It's Dog Defender. It's so funny. I always knew it was Dog Defender. I've never called you Dodge something. I don't know. Probably because I took the time to read the whole name. But yeah, Dog Defender. Now I understand. Higher energy. A cat. Meow. Exactly. Hi, Garrett, Carl, and Being and Biggie Small. Biggie Smalls is here. How have you been, Biggs? Kendra says, oh, I have 2 huskies. Good luck driving them. Sounds like a smart person here. Yeah, right? I love it. Bob. Oh, my goodness. Dog says I'm going to grab a Johnny Pop. What is a Johnny Pop? I don't know what that is. Is that Sprite with a lemon or what's a Johnny Pop? Is that a ice cream? I don't know what a Johnny Pop is. Like a popsicle? What's a Johnny Pop? Wang Chung is here. Wang Chungus. I love it. Everybody Wang Chung tonight. Ryder says, okay, yeah, sure, Dog Defender. I'll let you know if I see something. Thank you for all that love. And thank you for the follow. Tony is here. Tony, hello. So, yes, Ryder, thank you. I think I need to catch up. Jesus Christ loves you too. Dog says I had a dream today. I hung out with Eminem, my boyfriend, all day. It was so cool. I was sad when I woke up. Oh, my goodness. I like Eminem. And, thank you for that. So Wang Chungus just sent me a heart me. So thank you so much. I appreciate the donations. Also on YT, you guys can become a member, help support the community. And the donations go towards things like the cooking shows. You just got a free recipe tonight. Also gives you something to watch. Ryder says, sounds like a good dream, Dog Defender, as long as it's not the candy, because we don't like that here. So, dog, you understand candy. So, Tony, thank you. So you had a dream about my boyfriend. And dog is saying, hi, Raul. WTF, I just saw I don't know. Is that the truth? 10 minutes ago. From what? Discussing theology, philosophy, and dream interpretations. Healthy fruit. I kind of figured at the end it was a fruit popsicle. Oh, it's healthy. That's why I didn't know what you were talking about. Is it delicious? Are they good? Is this something I should buy? A Johnny Pop. Are they flat? How are they shaped? Like the flat rectangles? A healthy fruit pop. Johnny Pop. Okay. And what flavor is it? So everybody is welcome here. And yes, no politics. Lindsey Graham is actually no longer with us. Did they die 10 minutes ago, though? Oh, ha, 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 furry. You're so silly. Alejandro, greetings from Chile, South America. Nice to have you. What time is it where you are? Ryder says, it is true, though. He did die, Cynthia. I just looked it up. It hasn't even barely been announced yet. Well, thank you for sharing that with us. Wow. Dog says we went to a concert and hung out at his house with 50 and his Haley. His sweet little Haley. That's awesome. And was I one of the 50 people? Oh, with 50 Cent or 50 people? You mean 50 Cent? Clarify that. You mean, what does she mean? 50 people? Lindsey Graham. God bless. Thank you, dog, for fact checking. Lindsey Graham. Oh, pineapple flavor. Okay. You know how swingers sometimes have the upside down pineapple? I'm like, are we talking? You're trying to tell me Lindsey Graham was a swinger? So I love pineapple. Kendra says, yeah, I'm out. Love you ones I'm talking to. Oh, you're leaving us, Kendra. Okay. Aw. Are you upset? Are you just everything okay, Kendra? Before you go, you still here? I adore you. I just want to make sure everything's okay, Kendra. So it's true. Okay. It's on Twitter X. 50 Cent. Okay. That would have been cool. Okay. See you, Kendra. Did she already log off? Was Kendra upset? I hope not. I'm not sure unless she got bumped accidentally, Robbie. I'm not sure. I looked at your chat history. I'm not sure what happened. So I just checked your chat history. I'm not sure. Robbie may have been an accident. Well, thank you for the response. I said nothing wrong, so I was confused. Yeah, sometimes they're really small and kind of crunched up, and it gets confusing sometimes. So I apologize. I looked at your chat history. You were fine. Running to grab a popsicle. Delicious. Okay. Just keep an eye out. Yes. Earl is here. So what time is it? I don't know. They hide my clock. I've been on for over 2 hours. Thank you for looking. That's very kind. We just want to make sure we're fair. And yes, no politics. Hey, at least I pay my rent. Did you guys see that? I deleted it. Gotcha, Ryder. My fingers are too big for phone keyboards. May have touched 2 names. It could be, yeah. That's okay. It happens. Yeah, we got to try to be careful on it. I won't get mad if it was an accident, but we do have to be careful on that because, you know, it does affect the channel. I sound very softly. Is it hard to hear me? LOL. Ha, ha, ha. That's how they laugh in Spanish. Ha, ha, ha. Did you know that, Ryder? There you go. Is it time for ASMR? Doug, you missed out on our ASMR, I think. Listen to the sound of the lightsaber. How was that? You like that ASMR? I'm trying. We could do, what color was it? What did I just do? The green? The red. These are fun. The other thing, I don't know how to turn it off. I just got to let it run out. Sorry. Oh, okay. You had homemade spaghetti, pasta, and meatballs. Delicious. You like my glasses? Thank you. DJ, hello. So guys, I should probably get some sleep. I can't tell what time it is. Getting unfunked day 8. Ah, dare you to cover the camera with... Oh, I lost a dare. Thank you so much, Electro. I appreciate the donation. I feel like, you know, when I was teaching English as a second language, the kids would do that. But thank you. I appreciate the donation. Guess the number. I pick 1 to 10 for a reward. 7. Michael, 6'1". Ryder says you should start making ASMR videos, so those would get a lot of views. You think so? I need to get my nails done. That's when they make money. All right, let's get into stuff. What's my position on theology? I describe myself as a struggling Christian, always doubting but never stop believing, always searching for answers in other people. You need to turn to the Bible. That's why you're struggling. That is why you're struggling. So, always doubting and never stop believing. Those are conflicting statements. So if you're still doubting, your faith is lacking. And there might need to be some growth or some more in-depth research if you feel that it's not the right religion for you. I believe in Christianity. I think it's the way to go. but you can't believe and doubt at the same time. Does that make sense? And then also, you're asking for other people. Like, you could ask my opinion or my interpretation of the Bible, but the Bible will speak to you. The Bible is written in such a way that it hits home different. The same people can read the same thing and interpret it different. It will relate to your life. So you miss out on the personalized messages when you have other people. What do I like about parrots? Parrots can mimic. Parrots have long lives. But they can be mean too. Like, they'll lay 2 eggs and some of them only keep 1. They have solved crimes where I believe it was admissible in court where the parrot mimicked things at the murder scene, and it helped solve a crime or convict a person. And let's see. I teach a class on parrots. The Gala, I like that one. They have pink eyes. The females have pink eyes. I think it's fascinating that these creatures can fly. They can live like sometimes 80 years. But what do you like about parrots? Ryder says, oh yeah, I probably should as well. Good night, Cynthia. So let me catch up. I do like wearing heels, but I am 6'1", so I don't wear them all the time. If I was shorter, I'd wear them all the time. I like them better than regular shoes. And Electra, you crack me up. I look like Melissa Mary Eleni. I don't know who that is. Do you know you look like an actress? Her name was... Good response. I just want to go to hell for small stuff, and many Christians think that 1 beer on a Saturday will make you burn forever. Well, that's where the faith comes and standing your ground in your beliefs. So you have to decide if 1 beer is allowed by God. And if it's allowed, then it's not a sin. If you feel that he feels it's something you should not do, and you're getting that from the Bible, then you're sinning. You have to decide what your faith is. Oh, Jennifer Aniston. Well, thank you. I'll take that as a compliment. Do I look like Jennifer Aniston? It's so funny because of all that rust in my hair. I got to call the water softener guy again today. Patrick came out to look at the roof, and he's like, your deck, like, what's going on? And the deck had underneath like inches of water. My water softener was running for like 3 days, overflowing into, like, I don't know, one thing after another. So that's why my hair got red again. It was finally starting to get blonde. It's not quite as red as it was, but plus the lighting, I don't know. This phone, I'm a little more blonde, but these 2 phones make it red. Maybe I can adjust the hue. Do I have a favorite pair of heels? Yes. Similar. Oh, well, thank you. Robbie says, so it's up to me what is wrong and right, not the... I said based on the Bible. Based on the Bible. So no, it's not just up to you. And that's where people are falling short, is they're justifying their sins by what they believe. But is it based on the Bible? They're basing it on society or desires. So that's where the problem comes in, if that makes sense. So Michael's asking about my favorite pair of shoes. We're not talking about shoes, guys. Jesus made wine at a wedding. Yes. And I'm not saying that it's, one of the, we're not supposed to partake in gluttony. So you don't want to overdrink. I think that's where the sin is. And that's for like health reasons, whether it's alcohol, overeating, even like sex. If you're overindulging, you're missing your responsibilities. You're missing out on time with friends or kids or whatever. So there's got to be a balance. And yes, Victoria, perfect way to say it. The key is moderation. Everything you do, Robbie, should reflect Jesus Christ in his life. Yes. But yeah, being conflicted about that. The reason you feel conflicted, I like that you feel conflicted because something doesn't feel right. Something is gnawing at you to find the answer. But we have to remember, I think it's such a serious situation. Naughty, thank you. Thank you for the donation. That was sweet. Aw, look how pretty. Thank you for that. So I think it's not fitting with your full belief. Somebody told you something, and to search for the answer, you got to turn to the Bible. Does that make sense? See, Ryder, I like that response, and I don't find that hard to live by. There is just a lot of gray, and to me, the Bible is not easy to understand. I get it. The Bible is very difficult. Sometimes you're like, is that poetic, or is that a direct message? Is that a sign of the times, or is that carry over into now? Dog says, Robbie, Bible, because it does help. Yeah, the Bible will definitely help. So I did do, and I'll try to do more videos. I got up to Isaiah. I started doing Bible in a year, was kind of paraphrased so you can get to understand the Bible, and it's paraphrased. But if you look in my videos, I have Bible in a year. So I do need to upload more, but there's several. We got Genesis, Exodus, I think Leviticus. I did Ruth. Like, I've done several books. So I'm not Catholic. I'm more non-denominational. I've been to a Baptist school. I went to a Presbyterian church, but like non-denominational. Ryder says, I personally don't use any profanity because with that logic, I have asked myself, how can I expect to say vile and dirty things with the same mouth I pray to God with, the same mouth I praise him? Amen. I can see that. The one thing, though, that I kind of have a problem with is who decided what's a swear word? That's why, like, is it really, like, who made it a swear word? That's where I have a hard time with it. People get so upset about certain words, and it's like, I don't know. But is that societal? But you definitely, because it's like when people are like, fudge, we know what they mean. So, but I don't know. I haven't. I just know if I'm at court, like, don't push your luck. But I do try to be respectful. I think it's a respect thing. But I still, who decided those were swear words? That's where I'm at with it. And Naughty, that was so kind of you. Thank you. because God doesn't ask us to be perfect. He asks us to just try our best, and he will fill in the rest. He will meet us where we're at. Amen. Amen. So you're Protestant. Yes. And that's good. Like God's calling to you right now to do more research, to fill in that gap between the confusion and the believing, because you can't be confused and fully believe at the same time. You can be curious and believe, but when you're doubting, do you know what I mean? You're not at the full belief stage yet. And we want to get there. Like if we want true salvation, we have to truly believe, not like, yeah, I kind of hope so. We have to truly believe it. And sometimes it takes a leap of faith. Sometimes we don't always understand why God has done some of the things that he's done. Ryder says, who dog defender? Give me a little idea. You don't like my blue glasses? Well, that's okay. Thank you, dog. Dog's so sweet. Aiden, yes. Oh, Aiden, you come up with something better than that. It's so... All right, guys, I'm going to go finish cleaning up the kitchen. Thank you for those donations. Feel free to hit that join button. Become a member where you get early access to videos. You get topic requests, specialized green name that is highlighted where you get extra special attention. And thank you to all of you guys who have been here supporting the channel, growing with all of us together. And I'll see you soon. And I got to make more chicken Alfredo tomorrow, guys. Look at all that love. Thank you so much. I appreciate all that love. Sleep well. And you are welcome for the introspection. See you soon. Bye, guys.